It's Madden NFL 22, and we've got a showdown in the NFC North. It's the Lions and the Bears, and it's coming up next.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport, and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come in playing some decent football. 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Orchestrating the offense will be their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native, Oregon Duck product. Of course, that's Marcus Mariota. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson: 19 carries, 66 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Mariota. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action now. Mariota. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Jabril Cox leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. To throw, Mariota. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyler Higbee. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play. And that was offensive line was soft. They wouldn't run the ball effectively behind their back, and that you can give them all credit or all blame, however you look at it. But I am on the same mindset.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Again, it's Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turns.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then
to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air. And then to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Trying to forget about that pick 6 last time out. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
He gets this one complete to Bowden. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Bears. Lynn Bowden, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Williams now on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
To throw again on second down. Mariota throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. To throw is Mariota. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. Being chased out left. And he'll take this.
He didn't get it. He didn't get it. He didn't get it. He went down early, yeah.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also
good job, Mariota.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Oh, good tackle, man. Fuck, 41.
Just 3 on the return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Chicago offense set to get started. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
On 1st down, Lawrence. There's Trimble, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. This one caught by Ridley. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. Now a handoff to Henry. Oh, he bowls over him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Second down, they go again with Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And down to the 19-yard line. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it with Henry. And he
Get the fuck out of the way.
They stop him a few yards short line to gain.
I'm just really ready for the draft to happen because when it comes to comps with these three, I have heard everything from Giant Clay Thompson to Harrison Barnes to J.P.
Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially
Yeah.
if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here's Jack Fox now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and the Bears take over. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Henry again on 2nd down. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A reminder once once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. On play action, Lawrence. Gonna throw deep for the end zone.
Oh, he caught it. Yes, I pressed the wrong button. Wow, good shit, kid.
Great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. One read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settling in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Lions offense ready to kick off their...
I was already keeping my eye on. Blue Light Side, secret every step. You have a Want to Get Away Plus flight credit. Your mom needs a flight. If there was only a way to transfer it. Well, look at that. There is. Get a flight credit you can give away. Introducing the all-new Want to Get Away Plus fare. Hey, what's wrong? Nothing.
Life's full of hidden problems. So we hit a comforting brownie and a Snickers. Time to unleash your thirst for crime. Tonight, your passion to rekindle old ones. It's a trying to makes life quick. Try Old Beak and try something else. That's teas for trying. And fire. Finding food in the kitchen. Dodgers, Braves on Sunday Night Baseball.
Welcome back to Around the Horn, brought to you by Chips. Coming to you from the Seaport District at Pier 17.
I asked yesterday, is Rob Gronkowski the greatest tight end of all time? Exactly what the man is. Maybe it's because people don't think he's really retired? His own agent, Drew, wrote to that quote, in my opinion, he isn't done. I wouldn't be surprised if Rob comes back during the season or next. Justin, buy or sell another Gronk unretirement and comeback. I 100% buy. I joked about this yesterday, but I'm 87% sure that he's going to come out of quote-unquote retirement. In fact, the only way I know he'll really be retired is when Tom Brady enters the announcer's booth at the right young age of 63 at this rate. Yes, he's retired, but the LOL is in invisible ink. He ain't really retired. Woody Page?
I'll take the other 13%. We'll talk about it 6 months from now. I pee all over it by coming down to the
And you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is touchdown, Detroit. Rashad Bateman.
Anybody can retire now, and unretire doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. You just have to say the word. I love how much stuff you put in an Instagram post as well. I need to feel.
Touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Yeah, but what do you want me to make? Because you got like links and stuff on there.
He's up
But
near 100 yards now here in the second quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football.
yeah, so what do you want me to make it on? Because you got links on there like it should be clickable. Right, but yeah, I don't have PowerPoint, so if I don't have anything to, I don't have a way to send it back to you where it's going to be clickable. If you're trying to send it out to people in PowerPoint, then it's weird. Oh.
To hire her, I think she's a special coaching candidate. On that level, I agree with Woody. Who else saying they're actually a different level of the argument, which is she shouldn't want this job.
All right, yeah, then I'll just make something.
Russell Westbrook rumors. You want to walk into
all right.
where your boss is Michael Jordan, your new best or the most famous player might be that dude. I would wait if I am Doug Staley personally. Yeah, well, I don't think the college was done with any ill intent. We have to be careful about placing our own standards of success on somebody else. She may not even want the job. She's doing an incredible job down in South Carolina. And also, you don't hire her for national attention. You want to hire her because she's the best candidate for that job. She could say that Leah Boston with her and then Duncan, last word.
I just think that, you know, we associate a lot of times to Tensley's point this idea that women need to reach a certain barometer and that they even want to. Dawn Staley is a fierce champion of women's sports because she believes that's exactly where she can make her impact, and we've seen the evidence she has.
The evidence in her own words this week, talking about how she's molding the younger generation of women's players and how that is her goal in life. We'll move on. Fire Cell 3 NHL Awards. The art trophy was announced by Seattle Kraken fan Nadia Popovici and Vancouver equipment manager Brian Hamilton. In a game earlier this year with Popovici in the seat behind the bench, she let Hamilton had a mole in the back of his neck, making cancer. She was right. It's the greatest story of the year, and it was them who awarded the art trophy to Austin Matthews. For Matthews, the most important award of his career at 24, his first MVP. He also won the Lindsay Award for most outstanding after his 60-goal season.
Get away from that, figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
They'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
That's why the NHL needs to do a better job of promoting their players so that people know they don't look like Jack Black and Jack Texas or Jack White.
Yeah, he's in a little better position than Mike Trout. But look, if you're piercing the back,
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see.
it's been longer than the last 2 years.
Well,
And also sort of
Yeah, Austin Matthews is trying, man. He's trying to be the face. I mean, obviously, the stat.
looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
Sorry, Raider. Sorry, Jada.
26 seconds to go until halftime. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Lawrence going to throw again.
Whoa.
End zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence.
Yes, sir. A fucking dime.
Is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Khalil Mack on Robert Woods.
First half is winding down, and the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2, tie it up, go into the locker room.
Because we know you're picking up the pace. Steering like the 10 and 2. You're hitting the road. We're helping you get there with confidence.
Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here
Yeah, it is.
down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
I say yes.
They'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. So we have reached. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game, and that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Eluding the pressure right.
No, be coming back, bro. Yeah, it's almost good. I'm not confident.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. Now Lawrence. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Bears tried it on 4th down, and the Lions will take over. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back
man.
later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Mariota on 1st down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
On 2nd and 10, Mariota got a man. That's Lazard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Mariota again. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Robinson.
Yes.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They go play action with Lawrence. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Play action. It's Lawrence. Let's get nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. And you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Now he's flushed out left. And slides to avoid the hit. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think we have to get rid of it.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence steps, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence flushed out right. Finding some room at midfield. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's taken down inside the 30. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll run it here with Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On first down, Hunt. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. 2nd and 6.
To me, handing the coaches is a little bit antiquated. When you see the players have nutritionists, psychologists.
Carry here for Hunt. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Pick up a whiteboard, look at his current system, and then turn to I don't want any of that. I'm not opposed to some small amount of protein to legalize it, but if it starts getting wrong, then you got it done.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. As expected, they're going...
No! No, the route. That's my fault, though. That's a bunch of points left on the board. Let's go get him. Can we go get him?
Lions will take over. A first down throw for Mariota. Gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. He's at the 50. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Throwing is Mariota. Open man, Higbee.
Oh, man. Fucking Tyler Higbee. Started the game and ended the game.
With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are looking to
make
it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Should have got one of those.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Dean Lowry in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock.
No,
catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right, and I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Robinson. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 26 yards on the play there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A final shot now for Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the there's a couple guys that really intrigued me. This will wind up incomplete. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just...
And then there's a player who's projected as a 2nd-round pick, and that's Justin Lewis from Marquette, who was 1st team All-Big East. He led Marquette in scoring and rebounding. He's a high-level rebounder as a wing, but also another one of those 3-and-D guys that can really guard, tough player, and I think he's going to be better than he's projected as a draft.
We get you out of here on this, and it's not so much about this draft as drafts in general. There are NBA teams like Oklahoma City. They've been stockpiling picks for this and for future drafts. I think it's nuts. I don't think you go anywhere doing that anymore. But does it make sense to you?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. I think draft picks are the most valuable thing for gathering assets in the NBA. And frankly, I don't think it's close. It's really hard to get good free agents, certainly at a reasonable price. But if you look at what Golden State has done in building their dynasty, they did it through the draft. Got Steph Curry number 11, they had Draymond Green in the 2nd round. So they wound up picking up James Wiseman in the draft. They've done a good job with free agency, getting pieces to have. I still think Oklahoma City is one of the smartest people in the NBA. I don't think you let go of those draft picks unless you can move up back together or you can for them. I think it's been proven over the years that the best way to build a sustainable winner is to do it first through the draft and then you can add to it.
Thank you so much, Jay, as always. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate it. Survive tomorrow. You can watch Jay in the NBA draft on ESPN tomorrow night. Let's take one last break for still to come. Shohei Ohtani has a huge night, but the Angels lose. Does that sound familiar? Yeah, his night is bigger and bigger than Shady. And who will win tonight's big game 4 between the Avalanche and the Kings? Talk about that. I guess I disagree with Jay. I mean, I think that Oklahoma City has all the picks, but they never do anything. Is that at all?
Sports Center, 6 Eastern on ESPN. Toasted cheddar Cholula is back, only at Taco Bell.